The beetle's guardian in the black grass in the grass of the park lived a little beetle, and everyone called him Hi Hey. He has a shiny black shell, as if wearing a smooth little armor. His 6 slender legs are particularly powerful. Whether it is smooth leaves or rough tree bark, he can climb up steadily. At first, his friends thought his hard shell was cold and lifeless. It was not until later that they discovered that beneath his dark shell lay a warm and warm-hearted heart. One early morning, Hey Hey was gnawing on the sweet dewdrops on the leaves when suddenly she heard a soft woo sound. It was the little caterpillar Mau Mau. It wanted to climb up the tall dandelion to enjoy the view, but the leaves were too slippery. It fell down several times after climbing, and its delicate body even got scratched by the thorn, rolling round in pain. Hi Hey hurriedly climbed over and placed the hard shell facing up. Mau Mau, quickly climb onto my shell. I'll take you up. Mau Mau carefully lay on the black hard shell. Hey Hey steadily climbed up along the dandelion stem and soon reached the top. Mau Mau looked at the little flower in the distance and happily said to Hi Hey, "Thank you, Hi Hey, your shell is more stable than a small ladder." In the morning, a gentle wind suddenly blew in the grass. A large withered leaf was blown up and was about to hit the little ant Tuanchuan that was carrying aphid eggs. Hey Hey was quick-witted and immediately climbed up to Tuan's side, standing the hard shell upright, as if holding up a small shield. The withered leaves hit the hard shell with a pop, but Hey Hey was fine and Tuan was safe as well. Tuan shook his tentacles at Hi Hey and pushed the small crumb he found to Hi Hey, saying, "Hi Hey, your shell is really amazing. Thank you for protecting me." At noon, the sun was scorching hot. The wings of the little ladybug were drooping from the sun. It wanted to find a cool place to rest for a while, but the leaves around it were all burning hot from the sun. Hi Hey quickly took Diandian and climbed to the back of a wide lotus leaf, gently placing a hard shell on Diandian to block the sunlight that leaked through. Diandian lay on the cool back of the, gradually regaining her energy. She shook Hi Hey's red back shell and said, "Hi Hey, you really know how to find a place. It's so cool with you around." In the afternoon, the little brother of the neighbor was playing in the grass. Accidentally, he dropped his beloved glass marbles into a crack in a stone. His fingers couldn't reach in, and he was so anxious that he was on the verge of crying. Hi Hey happened to pass by and saw the shiny marbles in the crevice of the rock. He quickly climbed in and gently pressed the marbles with his hard shell, pushing them out of the crevice, bit by bit. Halfway through the push, he even called in the little ant Tuanchuan for help. One pushed and the other pulled, and finally they managed to push the marbles out. The little brother picked up the marbles and happily said to the grass, "Thank you all." Hi Hey hid under the leaves, looking at his little brother's smiling face, feeling sweet in his heart. In the evening, the setting sun died the grass and dread. Hai Hei lay on her favorite leaf, surrounded by Malmo, Tuantuan and Diandian, sharing breadcrumbs and sweet aphid honey. Chewing on the breadcrumbs, Hei Hei suddenly felt that his hard shell was not only for protecting himself, but also could serve as a ladder, a shield against the sun for his friends. It was much happier than basking in the sun alone on the leaves. It turns out that even a tiny beetle can, with its hard shell and enthusiasm, become a little guard in the grass, bringing safety and happiness to every friend. When the moon rose, Hai Hei was still crawling round on the leaves, helping his friends check if there was any danger. The night in the grass is quiet, with only the chirping of insects wafting in the wind. Because of Hai Hei, this patch of grass has become warmer and more lively. Such days are sweeter than sweet aphid honey and more reassuring than hard shells.